In. Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome to Dumb Investing. That fellow over there is Harry.
That guy, that's Lloyd. It's about to get dumb up in here.
On tonight's show, what you can expect. First off, we will be buying some random stocks tonight by rolling random dice, selecting random stocks. We're going to do that 3 different times. We're going to do some research on 3 different stocks, and then we're going to pick one, and we're going to go buy that stock tomorrow. We will also then review our portfolio of stocks that we have randomly purchased and see if we continue to beat Wall Street in their little game of chance. And so far, we have been. And so we are pretty darn jazzed about that. 2 dummies with random dice and random stocks are beating the big guys. So without much ado, we will start rolling some dice.
Oh, no. I think Lloyd might have clicked the wrong button. It's going to be really hard to roll some dice when he just disappears, because I don't have the dice thingy on here. Let's get him back in here. Uh-oh. Oh,
and that, folks, is the beauty of live TV and clicking the wrong button. Oh, my gosh. Is that
okay,
hilarious?
I'll down the fort.
Yeah, and I've got a tab open right here, and of course, did I use it? No, sirree, Bob. All right, so we're going to roll this dice, and this dice says 6. We get a lot of clicks now. So this is our random stock picker. We're clicking this thing 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. First stock we look at tonight is Z or ZG. See that? I pulled a little Canadian on you.
Yeah, you did.
All right, our next random roll. A 6 again. Are you kidding? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't look good, huh? SVFAU. Sounds like a SPAC to me. All right, and our final roll is a 4. A 1, 2, 3, 4. SPXE. All right. So Harry, who's the smart guy of the group, he uses Webull, which is our trading platform, and he does all his research there. I do my research with the Yahoo, and between the two of us, we try to figure out which one of these stocks we want to put our hard-earned retirement money into. So the first one is the ProShares, and it is a 500X Energy ETF. I don't know what X Energy means exactly. Okay, so it looks like it is X Energy Index. Okay, so, it's the S&P 500 with the energy guys taken out. So they're holding Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook. So these guys should be just rocking the house if we check this out.
They are rocking the house.
Oh, they're completely rocking it. Let's buy it at the peak. Yeah.
Is it
Good
the peak, though?
night. Yes, it's the peak.
Well, what do you mean? How do you know?
Because I'm looking right at it. So we had a pre-pandemic high of $72, and we're at $98 today.
Yeah, but if you take out the pandemic, it didn't really go that much higher. It was a nice gradual growth.
Oh, dude, this thing is maxed out. This is it. Won't get any higher. Won't get any higher. Today's at the peak.
Come on.
Write it down.
Might write that down. I will write that down. 98.44.
Yeah. Man, this would have been one to buy last year. Holy cow.
No kidding. That's
because everything they own has just gone crazy.
It's low risk. Oh yeah, perfect timing.
Yeah, that's awesome how that works. They had some huge volume days in here though. What happened there? Why were those 2 days so big? Institutional plays maybe? Retirement funds doing some balancing? I don't know. This one would be safe. I think it's going to go nowhere but down the rest of its life. But who knows? Well, let's go check something else out. Let's go look at
that. That doesn't really look like the trend, though. The trend looks pretty okay.
It's an amazing trend, and If you believe that in the long game, the markets always go up, this is a great play because this is holding the big guys. And S&P has set how many, 48 records this year? It's crazy. Set another record today.
I thought it was somewhere in the realm of 4,286.
It might be. I lost track a long time ago because it seems like it was doing it every day and it just got more.
Well, that's pretty cool. I kind of like that.
Yeah, and we may come back to it. SVF Investment Corp. All right. What do we know about these fellas? Oh, not a good trend at all. It looks very SPAC-ish. Blank check company. They're gone. Yeah. Last one. SP. Oh, no, that's one we just did. Sorry. ZG. The Zillow Group. Oh. Mm-hmm. All right. So is Zillow going to get some market share, or are other people going to show up and take it away from them? Look at their pandemic spike. Oh, yeah.
So Zillow owns and operates a portfolio of real estate brands on mobile applications and websites. Company segments include homes, internet, media, mortgages. The home segment provides financial results of purchase and sale of homes through Zillow offers and financial results from title and escrow services through Zillow closing services. So for those of you who know about Zillow, it's pretty much or for those of you who don't, in the US anyways, it's pretty much where you can go to find all of the selling prices of real estate in your market.
Is there no Zillow in Canada?
There is Zillow, but there's no listings, and everything in Canada is, it's not listed. It doesn't show. Like, everything's private in Canada.
Oh, so yeah, Zillow is crazy in America. Do you get to search it in America?
Yep.
I'm going to jump in here for a second because it's nuts. So let's see. I wanted to look at, over like Dallas, Texas, right? Let's look for sale. Now, what's crazy about Dallas, Texas, and the way Zillow works, you can zoom right in and see what your neighbor's house is worth.
Yeah, it's totally awesome.
So right there tells you your neighbor's worth $3 million.
Wow.
It's insane. So when you click in on that and you're like, wow, look at that guy's house, right? Your neighbor. You can go in, check the home values. You can see what their range is. Then you can see their history. So they can tell you what has happened to that house over time.
Wow, look at that.
Based on its square footage and other houses in the neighborhood and how they sold and things like that. So yeah, Zillow's crazy for us down here. I use it all the time.
Cool for people that are buying and selling all the time. It's absolutely fantastic. Gives you tons of information. There's plenty of competition in this space, but I think Zillow's the market leader right now, which gives me a bit of a concern just because I think there can be somebody that could walk in and they could be like, what's stopping Realtor.com from doing this, right?
Well, here's what Zillow has going for it. Zillow's crazy, right? They tell you, hey, your house is worth $3 million. You want to sell it right now? We'll buy it right now. Click this button.
Right.
I mean, it's crazy.
Totally. So I'm a bit concerned. I'm looking at your screen here, and it says the company's overvalued. 1 year target estimate of $163. I mean, that's huge growth.
Huge.
The PE ratio at 160.
Well, that's because look at their earnings. Ain't got none.
Right.
Revenue is screaming, but earnings not. So if they keep this up, are they going to be able to fix it and get some earnings? Quite possibly. It looks like the powers that be are all saying you ought to be buying this. Average target is $163. So yeah.
I mean, I kind of like it just because I've seen Zillow. I know you've used it lots.
I use it all the time because it has rental stuff. So you can get in and see what other people are renting for. So when I'm looking at a property, I can say, oh yeah, And this one right down the street just rented for X, and I go look at that house and see why it rented for what. So when I'm doing my ROI and my cash flow, when I'm assessing my rentals, I use it a lot.
So why are all these real estate stocks down from the highs? Is it just because things are cooling off a little bit in home sales?
Yeah, and there was probably some unjustified exuberance going into them.
Because Zillow, pre-pandemic, Zillow was $18.65 or in the low. It zoomed all the way up to $212.40.
Yeah.
And it's now down to $95. I'm a bit concerned that it's just going to kind of erode back down into, some sort of normalcy. I mean, at the 160 PE ratio, that's pretty high. But given the growth, I mean, their revenue is crazy. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn in between both of those. I'll leave that coin flip up to you.
I like them both, actually. But I know we can't do that. We have to pick one. These guys, with an estimate that high, it makes sense that they were pretty high. And I think if they get their act together, maybe they are worth it. Those other guys, let's go back and take a look at them. Oh, it doesn't save my searches? Come on.
SPXE.
XE. Only problem with this dude is the volume is so low. We've gotten in those traps before.
That's true. Yeah. All right. I think Zillow's going to erode on us for a little while, but I think it'll pop back up. So it might be a longer term hold that we have to do.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to see erosion happen because right now, when you look at our thing, we're beating Wall Street, right? And that's a pretty cool thing to say. Do we let this erode a little bit in hopes that it really, if it kicks back, the other one, if it kicks back to its, 160, we look like heroes.
All right.
I could go either way. What if you had to pick one right now, what would you pick?
I like your point about the lack of liquidity with the volume being so low on the S&P 500 on this one. It's so low that, there may not be a ton of movement in it. So I'm kind of with you on the on Zillow.
All right, well, let's try some ZG and see how we do. So we will be taking our hard-earned retirement money tomorrow and purchasing about $15 worth of ZG in the morning.
Perfect.
All right, on to our portfolio. So what does our current situation look like?
Our current situation looks a lot like this. So on Thursday, we went in and we were going to attempt to buy something.
Oh yeah, on Thursday.
Because we got what happened Thursday? Was it 3 duds on Thursday?
They were 3, just garbage picks.
All right. So what we ended up doing is Lloyd and I got together and we just kind of said, what do we want to dump this pick into? Because we can't buy any of these things. So we kind of took a look at our holdings. Lloyd's like, BurgerFi. And Harry's like, not BurgerFi. You got to put it on Brazil. So we bought a little bit more of the Brazil stock, BRZU, on Friday morning, which apparently, both calls were wrong. So it didn't really matter. So that's what we ended up doing. We got another partial share of BRZU.
To explain that in a little bit more detail, we have decided that with this channel, with this portfolio, we are only going to be buying stocks that were randomly picked. So when we got 3 duds and we really didn't want to waste our money because we like beating the street and we didn't want to put a dud in there that would possibly cause us not to beat the street because we really like saying that. So we decided since we have picked other stocks randomly, if we double up on those, then we're staying true to our mission of this channel, which is buying random stocks, kicking Wall Street's ass.
So there you go. So on today's news, or on today's chart here, we've got our biggest losers here at Tompkins Financial. So this was down 3.15% today.
Huh.
Yeah.
But we're down less than that, right? Because we are real close right there. I can see it.
Yeah, we're at
Can I make this
$80.94. So yeah, as we zoom in here, we're not too far off. And then the second biggest loser today, BurgerFi.
Oh no.
Down 2.31%.
Doggone BurgerFi.
But you'll see here that we are still in the green on BurgerFi. 10.16 and our positions at 10.15.
Oh yeah.
As long as we don't look at after hours, we're totally fine.
Nah.
And then on the winner side, we've got the Kings. So one of the legacy ones that we still hold, that we've put in our sells at, which we can see here right at the top, kind of hard. So we've got a limit.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
$28.99.
I didn't know it did that.
I didn't know that either, but now we know.
Oh, that's totally cool. Way to go, Weeble.
So it closed at $28 today, so we're $1 off of that thing selling.
And I think they let me lock in that sell for 60 days.
Yeah,
so we're just going to let it ride. And one day if she clicks off, then she clicks off, and all good.
Perfect. And then up 4.8% today was Ideanomics.
Oh, yeah.
This thing has been on quite the
wild
ride.
Oh, man. Oh, sorry. I thought that was the day
chart. Now let's shrink it down a little bit.
Wow, we had a pretty good.
Our position's down here at $2.11, and we're closing at $2.40.
You gotta like that.
So it's been pretty good. Overall position today, we lost $2.31.
Oh, bummer.
And our biggest positions, or our biggest gainers and losers here, we get Ideanomics at 13.8% in the green. That's pretty juicy. I know what you're going to say. I know what Lloyd's next words are going to be.
No, we agreed. While we have money in the bank, we can let some of this stuff ride and see how far we can tick those things up.
Totally.
And we've got about 11 months worth of money in the bank.
Yeah, we might own every stock at the end of the day. Who knows?
We might own 240 different stocks. Yes.
We'll see. You never know. One might hit a home run one day, or one might go to zero one day. So, secondly, we've got the Brazil Bull up 5.53%. And down here at the bottom, we've got Tompkins Financial down 3.53%, which is kind of what it was down today. And then we've got the Kings KNGS ETF, which is one of our legacy holdings.
That's a legacy one. So Kings is a legacy and Knife is a legacy, and they both have electronic cells set ready to go.
Yes, sir. So, other than that, everything in the world hit a new record again today for the 472nd time. And away we go.
We've got unemployment coming up at the end of the week. I think there's a lot of people waiting to see if that backs the current thinking of the feds, or if it is going to cause them a little bit of heartburn if it doesn't go the way they think it's going to go, and forces them to move a little quicker. Last week it was cool. Powell pretty much said tapering and rate increases are two completely separate things, and we don't even want to even talk about the rate increases yet. So just forget we ever said anything like that. We will be talking about tapering first. And right now, the thinking is the way their schedule goes, they really don't have much meetings where tapering would make sense until the first of the year. And so it the guess of the market is, look, if they do start tapering, it'll be first of the year. He said it's going to taper slow, so life will be fine. We'll ease into it. Everything will be fine. So let's go set some records.
Sounds good to me.
And that's all I really know about the market today. Oh, Apple through the roof because their new phones are going to do satellite something. I'm in trouble, and I don't have cells, so satellite. I can go and text for help or something like that.
Yeah, probably working with Elon to use his close orbit satellites.
China's gone crazy again. Kids aren't allowed to play video games Monday through Thursday.
Yeah,
and
so
Friday, Saturday,
Roblox
Sunday, they're only allowed an hour a day.
Yeah. That crushed Roblox. My one of my future stocks. These are the stocks that I buy because my kids like them. So so Roblox, but it'll come back
for sure
because Roblox is still in the early stages of growth. But anyways, here nor there.
One thing I didn't check was my Neo. I still own that stupid Neo, and is it all caught up in that craziness?
I don't think it's caught up in the gaming craziness, but the China craziness.
The China craziness. Oh, it was down 4% today.
Ouchies.
Yeah, that's not good.
Would not recommend owning Chinese stocks at the moment.
Neo builds electric cars in China. Well. I don't have anything else to talk about. Still looking for a stupid rental house here, and they just keep getting more expensive. Talked to a builder at lunch, and for a builder basic in my neighborhood in the back corner, it's $225 a square foot. And he won't be able to start it until probably February.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you just buy a 1,000 square foot house. Boom, $225. Done. Easy.
Yeah. So I am going to be talking to my remodeling guy who did a bunch of work at the old house and then a bunch of work at this house. And I may go down the ticker path and may start looking for some rehabs. Rehab houses right now aren't selling very well because there's no supplies and there's no people to do the rehab. So I may talk to him.
Sounds like you can get a deal.
Well, we'll see.
Who cares?
I don't want to go down that route, but that may be the only route I have left.
Who cares if it sits there for 6 months?
Yeah. I'm completely blown away. So there's a new product that has been very popular in this area, and it is single-family rental subdivisions, where the whole subdivision is owned, by one company. They build the same 9 models, and they're all little small single families for rent. And I was a little worried because one was coming in over here, and I was like, are those things going to come in and totally crush the rental market? So I got a hold of them at lunch, talked to them, and their most popular unit rents for anywhere from $2,400 a month to $5,200 a month, depending on your credit and how long of a lease you're going to sign.
Did you say 52?
52 is what they told me. And it is 1,200 square feet, and the least expensive rent they have on that unit is $2,416 if you have exceptional credit and you sign a long-term lease. So I'm not too worried about them coming in and messing up with the rental market.
No kidding. The other thing that happened this weekend is that the courts threw out the eviction ban.
Oh, yeah.
So
750,000 families potential could be evicted. So, yeah, pretty ugly.
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens to the housing market with maybe a flood of 750,000 houses coming onto the market, or do all of these families just rotate through them? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to do is you're going to have this 60 to 90 day flood of people swapping, right? I mean, people got to live somewhere, and I don't know what it's going to be nuts.
Yeah. So that is a wait and see kind of thing.
Yep.
So,
all right, brother. That's all I got. Click
Excellent.
the Webull link down below. Put $100 in there. They're going to give you 2 free stocks. You can become an investor just like that.
Yeah. And whatever you do, don't trade like that guy.
Yeah, and do not trade like that guy.
Get it.
Have a great weekend. Or no, have a great week. Oh my gosh, it's Monday.